on the Seahawks, so I knew what it was. Shit. And I added points. What you talking about?
Well, I knew the Seahawks was gonna win. I just didn't want it to be boring, bro. Like
it was. Hey, look, it was a little scary at first, man. That back and forth, they could not score.
Boring, Bama, because they never should have been there in the first place. That team, by the way, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the press box. This is about to be the hottest 13 minutes that you've ever seen in your life, y'all, and the hottest 30 minutes you ever seen in your life, the hottest hour and a half you ever seen in your life. Because we about to be on the Patriots like the Seattle Seahawks was on the Patriots. I'm talking about belt to A. First off, we got Riddell, we got J-Rob in the house, we got Bama, we got my boy Early. Y'all know what time it is. This is the press box. I can't wait. One day, y'all, I'm gonna drop a nice little intro video. We're gonna get fired. We're gonna be early up on the stage, telling jokes, talking about big white girls and all that other kind of stuff. They're gonna be Bama up there twerking about Alabama. It's gonna be Trent down there talking about, my dad coaching the league. Feel me? Know what I mean? I put my hand in the dirt, I get to it. It's going to be Riddell spitting random facts about his, NFL football teams. It's going to be J-Rob, his highlight tape. It's going to be him with a neck roll at Connecticut. Big eyes, looking down the line of scrimmage. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out. What's up, Early?
What's good, man? I ain't gonna lie, niggas ain't got enough oil to be rocking hoodies, man. Come on now, man. Who y'all niggas think y'all is, man?
What a perm trying to hear. You wore a perm. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
It wasn't a perm. I just had a pressing curl. I had a pressing curl. It was a pressing curl.
My mic wasn't working.
You had that blue face going on.
Man, I had the pressing curl.
A pimp named Early and shit.
That ain't nothing but a high cone. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing but a high cone. No perm to me,
Nick Saban up here. Well, could Nick Saban handle this? Nah, his old ass will probably get off quick. Soon as one of y'all say something crazy, huh?
Nick Saban is I don't know. He a different nigga now that he got a coaching, man.
That's what I think too, bro. Like Pat McAfee be up there joking with him. I'm like, bro, the side of Nick Saban I like to see right
there. Going, man. This stress at the top, man.
Them niggas be on their true. Yeah, them niggas be on their true self when they get in chill.
He chilling right now. You finally get it.
I mean, Belichick's true stuff is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. Not gonna lie.
He's still coaching though. We still ain't seen him. Not.
Come on, Bama.
That ain't. But I wouldn't say Belichick's true self. He just every old nigga gets some young meat and act like that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But like. How much does he let her do what she do though?
You talk to me different when I got a 20-something-year-old, man. Talk to me different. Talk to me different.
What I need everybody to do.
I got $100 million in my bank account.
We doing a lot of nonsense right now. What we need to do.
Well, he coached USC just to coach him. He bored. That's all. Keep him.
J-Rob, it's time to get the story. Remember when y'all used to go camping or used to be out there with your people and y'all be telling ghost stories early and somebody put the flashlight like, hey, y'all remember that time where that man came stomping through the woods looking like Jason, looking like Freddie? Bama. You remember we used to do the story times when we was kids. We used to travel. We used to tell all the ghost stories about, hey, I remember. You know what we doing about Drake May right now? We telling ghost stories. We said, not only did you not deserve to be here, but Drake May, you were seeing ghosts from the opening night of the playoffs. And J-Rob, they were like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. He's young. It's gonna get better. And then versus the Houston Texans early, if CJ Stroud didn't have a brain fart on the field, the Texans could have got through that game. All right, Drake May looking a little real mid. He had three touchdowns though. So it ended up working out. People in the Patriots trips like, you know what? See, all he needs is a little bit next week. Next week, who's gonna be better? They're gonna be. Where they gonna be? And then he was trash before the snow started falling. 10-7, only one touchdown because Jarrett Stidham threw the ball backwards, got the ball at the 12-yard line. He ran it in there. Hey, I remember when Lamar Jackson was using his feet instead of using his arm. J-Rob, they was calling him a running merchant. They said he was a running back. All right, so then we get Drake May to the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, the weather gonna be better in Santa Clara. The weather get good in Santa Clara, but you know what didn't get good in Santa Clara? Drake May. May was out
Will
there
Campbell
looking.
Too. Will Campbell didn't get
good.
O-line,
but even when he had time, Bama, even when he had time, Drake May was over here shaking. I'm talking about shaking behind that line of scrimmage. That pressure got to him. Hey, J-Rob, but look, me and you know we play in the back end. We played in the back end in football. You know what I mean? I was in the front seven at the second level. You at the third level. You know, when you look in somebody's eyes across from you, you can see you ain't got nothing I got to worry about. And I'm hunting you every single play of the game. And guess what? That's exactly what they did. I'm talking about first drive. We sent our first team all-pro. First team all-pro DB on a nickel blitz, Trent. Get home. Get home. And Drake never recovered, bro. Go ahead, y'all. Talk about that Super Bowl, man. Or what was supposed to be a Super Bowl.
All right. My opening statement is this. Drake May is going to have a heck of a career in the NFL.
Okay, that's a good. Thank you. You started off a little better than that guy.
I'm going to give him. I'm going to
really go twerking.
He is going to have a phenomenal career in the NFL. The Patriots got their guy. I think he's going to be a promising young player. But when we came up here and we told y'all boys that the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was going on
Mickey Mouse
in New England, y'all was taking it like it was digs at Drake May. Like we was on anti-Drake May agenda. But the thing is, Drake May just did not perform well at any stage of these playoff games.
Nope.
And there's a lot of times in football where some things just kind of go your way. We've seen ugly game after ugly game after ugly game. This boy had almost 10 turnovers over the course of the playoffs. You go to this game against the Seahawks, and I'm just going for the Seahawks. This Seahawks game proved to me why the right guy won the MVP. Because if you see Matthew Stafford versus this defense, in both iterations when they played, my boy looked like an absolute demon against this defense. And Drake May looked like Sam Darnold seeing ghosts way back when.
Jets, Patriots, 2019.
So, again, and everybody talked about this historic defense that I kept telling y'all, the defense isn't historic. They're playing horrible offenses right now. They're playing the worst O-line in football in the Chargers. You have C.J. Stroud, who has the worst playoff game for a franchise quarterback I think I've seen in the last decade.
Man, 3 decades, goddammit.
3 that maybe. And then you go to the Broncos, who do not have their starting quarterback and is starting a guy who has been 1-3 in his career as a starter. A lot of things went their way. That's not a jab at Drake May. Phenomenal season. But we all knew with the lousy schedule and the quarterbacks that they played to get there, that this was going to crawl up on them eventually. And when we came up here and said the Seahawks are going to run through them, the Seahawks ran through them. And the reality of it is, if Sam Darnold, who shout out to my dog Sam, I see you, my brother, he really played a B-C+ game.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a C-, honestly.
Maybe a C. Yeah, he really played a C game. I think the pass to Barner for the touchdown really gave him maybe that B-, that 78%. But if he plays a 88 to 90% game,
48-2,
they're 40 piecing them. They are 40 piecing them. We told you this. So
JSN had Gonzo routed for a touchdown too.
Could have went 80 yards on the second, third play of the come on. Like these are everything we said happened.
We talking about the Marcus Jones jump?
But I also want to say this.
There was
too.
the post route.
I want to say this too. People may not like this because I think all things are equal, right? Maybe it's a good thing that Drake May didn't win the MVP. Because I know when quarterbacks in their second year win MVPs and don't perform well in the playoffs, there's a lot of expectations and a lot of heat. And I think him not having to have that over his head after the way he's performed in these playoffs, I think that is going to do justice for his career because I think the conversation would have been a lot more harsh than he's just a second-year player. I think there would have been he's an MVP of this league. What is he doing? Because we already live in this popcorn society where things got to happen in an instant. But ultimately, this loss, everything that happened, I mean, the foreshadowing was everywhere.
Nah, yeah. I mean, it's what it is. I've been saying it. Me and Gerald been saying it. Bro, this shit, Mickey. Like, this shit was just Mickey, bro. It is what it is. Like, they won the Super Bowl, got smacked. It is what it is. All the Patriots fans that was on my head, on all of our cases, I'm like, oh, y'all just hating on the Patriots because we back. this and that. Y'all niggas are not back. I still got a lot of work to do. Y'all got blessed that they already had the easiest schedule since 1999. You got blessed that you had to play a backup quarterback in the AFC Championship, which is the last time niggas ain't seen that since I don't know what, Nick Foles. And you played Jarrett Stidham, and you only won because Jarrett Stidham threw the ball back 5 yards. And it should have been a defense touchdown, but they scored it. Like, bro, it's just a Mickey run. It is what it is. Drake May's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So there's nothing to take away from that. But this run was just Mickey as hell. Like, it is what it is.
I'll argue and say they probably won't ever make it back to another Super Bowl. Stars will never align like that again. Bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be.
I don't think the Stars ever align like that again, bro.
It's one of the Mickiest playoffs, like in general.
For them to have the weakest schedule ever in the history of the NFL since what you said, 1999.
It's the weakest.
For them to have that weak schedule, and then just think about it. Think about it, bro. The people they went through. Justin Herbert lost his whole O-line. You know that
banged up Chargers O-line.
That team was really based off Joe Alt in that O-line.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't have
Rashawn
Slater. Then your next matchup, CJ turned into he turned into Uncle Rico.
Nathan Peterman.
He went to hell. We everybody literally said up here, hey CJ, if you just play a little bit better than what you played in Pittsburgh, he said, nah, watch this. I'm finna go to hell. He said, I'm finna go to hell. That Will Levis pass he threw for that pick six, I was like, oh yeah, he got a parlay in. I was like, it's no way you throw that in the playoffs, bro, without having a parlay in.
Disgusting, bro. And
then Bo Nix breaks his fucking ankle. 2 plays left in the game. 2 plays left. To where when you do go on the road to Denver, you're going against Jarrett Stidham. That's all I had to say, bro. Like, I don't think the Stars will ever align like that, because if it was a year for him to win the Super Bowl, it would have been this year. Like, I mean, because I'm going to keep it real. Sam Darnold didn't play he didn't play that good, bro. He didn't do nothing.
He didn't have to do anything.
He did nothing. He did nothing. He legit.
He did his job. He did his job. He did his job.
Do you ever read like an actual dictionary words? You know what nothing means? You know what nothing means?
Did he do it? He ain't do nothing significant, nigga.
Yeah, he ain't. Come on, Earl. He ain't really like.
Two things can be true. No one's saying that the nigga was outrageously great. No,
oh my God, he did something. He played.
Sam made the plays he was supposed to make.
Sam Darnold played football that day. That's what he did. He played football that day.
Missed a lot of them plays early. Like,
nigga almost went.
And by the way, just so y'all know how
almost went 19 for 40.
Just so y'all know how fugazi this year was from Drake May. This is why I'm like real skeptical. So this is from Scott Castmar. This has been going around, by the way. It's not just this, but Drake May this year, y'all, he had 2 touchdowns all season
against
versus teams with the winning record.
Yeah, I seen Shador Sanders had more fatigue versus
2 versus teams with a winning record.
Nah, his schedule was ass.
All his other TDs came against
in the
bottom
regular
feeders,
season
y'all.
or playoffs?
This is regular season.
Playoffs?
Regular season. But in the playoffs, though, he had more turnovers than he had touchdowns. Turnovers and fumbles than he had
including
touchdowns.
Including fumbles, I agree.
Okay. 21 sacks, an NFL record. And again, y'all, it ain't just your offensive line, bro. He was, even on the plays that he was getting some protection, he was standing there like a statue, not knowing how to respond to pressure whatsoever. That was terrible, bro. And look, Trent, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Trent, because you know one thing, when you always hear old heads or hear people talk about football, like, you know what, you can be good in the regular season. What they say about Justin Herbert, but you got to show it in the big moments. Mm-hmm. Drake ain't had a moment in the playoffs for real. I mean, he had a couple nice throws versus the Texans. If you want to, especially that ball to Butte, if you want to give him that.
Ain't out of that,
but bro,
the end of the Super Bowl, he threw a couple.
I'm not doing that, bro. Garbage time.
I know you don't want to do that. I'm just saying it was nice.
He had 200. Y'all, he had 225 passing yards in the fourth quarter and 2 TDs. 225 of 295. That's crazy.
I give you this. Drake May did nothing this whole playoff series, but I ain't gonna. Sam. For this be his first Super Bowl, man. Like, he had a halfway decent game, man. You know what I mean? Like,
halfway what? What'd you?
He had a halfway some shit.
Gonzo. I understand.
Come on, Irving.
Gonzo that was halfway decent. Tell me what he did that was halfway decent.
Christian Gonzalez highlights in the Super Bowl where Sam
his
got
low
light.
lights. Yeah, I heard you that.
Because I'm gonna keep it real. If he would have played, and I know you hate this guy, if he would have played like Jalen Hurts, they would have won this game like 50-7. Like
Well, Jalen Hurts, I ain't gonna lie. I'll give Jalen Hurts. One thing I can't dispute about Jalen Hurts, that nigga, his Super Bowl games is immaculate. Like I ain't gonna lie, like that's the one time when I got to be like, nigga, it's about him and 3 other niggas in history I want in the Super Bowl, nigga. He top 5 in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. If you gave me that nigga for 17 games and to the playoffs, greatest quarterback in history, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how good he played in the Super Bowl. So I won't compare Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl play. It's the other shit I hate about Jalen Hurts, including the jury and the dangling earring. But
so pretty much Jalen Hurts is like Eli Manning to you. They only good playoff performers.
First of all, let's slow your roll on Eli. Slow your roll on the GOAT.
Yeah, you see how nasty you
slow your roll on the GOAT.
So slow roll on Eli.
So you're on a future Hall of Famer. No, I think that we for what Sam had every chance to throw that game away, and I think he kind of got his shit together in the second half and made it happen. That's why I think after the first half was poo-poo, but I think the second half, man, kind of got his shit together. And like I said before, we watched the game. I don't know what the fuck Mike McDonald was calling once they was getting in the red zone, bro. But it's like he was overthinking it once they get in the red zone. He doing in and rounds, he doing screens. Like, bro, just keep you literally got up the field with some Drake made down the field pass, with Drake made down the middle passes and a good running game by Kenneth Walker. Now we get in the red zone, you trying to run a screen with Rashid. It's like, come on, bro. Like, don't overthink it. So I think he did what he was supposed to do.
But do you realize that so part of the reason Drake May got so many MVP votes, y'all, is all the analytics stuff. Like, so just for people to understand, Drake May, per EPA, all the stuff that he was dominant at that put him as #1 overall for MVP for most of the people that voted for him. He had the worst statistical playoff run of this century. Period. That's crazy. I'm saying, bro, his offensive line ain't that bad, y'all. He also just got flustered. Constantly.
Yeah, at some point it was to the point where you could literally see him overhold the ball because he didn't believe in himself. Like it was a couple plays where like he had Butte, he had Diggs going across the middle of the field. He just started to the point where he was like, bro, you just hold the ball too long now. Like you want to get sacked. Like it was a couple times where I was like, bro, and then when they replay, it's like, bro, it's somebody open. He just he literally was seeing goals. It got to a point to where he literally was holding the ball too long, and it was like he was expecting a sack so much that even when he wasn't getting sacked, he was helping him get sacked.
He was like that in the AFC Championship too, though. Like, look, bro, I know.
I get it, but y'all didn't. You guys didn't.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I just think going forward, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we do this thing with Justin Herbert and everybody else that if you don't perform in the biggest moments, you can't be a top 5 quarterback.
I don't think top 10. Like,
we're not really comparing May and what he did this year with
this
Herbert,
is worse than anything Herbert's done.
What?
This is literally the game you just watched. The game you just watched is worse than any game Herbert's had in the playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you. I would say, Riddell, before you about to defend him for just making it to the Super Bowl, just put into perspective that if you look at his numbers in all 3 of these games, all 3 of them, and you took away the result of the games, you're assuming he lost these football games,
bro.
It's Drake May's Super Bowl
6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. By the way, 4 interceptions. He had and he was sacked 21 times and completed 58% of his passes.
Yeah, like
Trent.
Let's not
I hear you.
Oblivious.
Herbert played in a game.
I'm not. So I want to preface this. There's no percentage in my body that wants to defend the Patriots. 0.
What are you going
to defend? Don't want to defend the Patriots. Don't really want to defend Drake May. I'm a Giants fan. I don't care about the Patriots. However, I do think that because this is my feeling. Other than J-Rob, who prefaced saying that he thinks he'll be a great quarterback and all that, from what Bama said, talking about like they'll never make the Super Bowl again, and from what like Swipe is saying in terms of like I don't know moving forward, I'm hesitant.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you can make that type of conclusion from a guy in his second year who wasn't supposed to do what he did.
I'm so sick of that, bro.
I mean, I see the flaws.
I'm so sick of that, bro.
But I gotta be honest with you, guys. I see what me and Riddell at. I understand he played. I understand where he played bad. I understand that he had a bad. Me and Ben been saying about the bad schedule, this and that. But like, like the nigga. It just for like now we kind of basically you niggas are fucking Kendrick Lamar and Future and versus Drake. You know, ironically, like y'all just trying to dog pound.
Why can't it
like
just be
bro,
that?
Slow down, guys.
Like, if you look at his total, but why can't it just be if you look at his whole year?
We're not gonna act like. Here's my thing. You're right. He played back. I'm not capable for him. I'm just saying we're not gonna act like.
He didn't just play bad though. He
some of y'all on here believed in him a little bit throughout the season, but now
I know he is. No, but I think the issue. But hold on. But early, I think the issue is that I don't like about what people do.
You don't have to dog pound. You right.
No, but hold on. The issue is early.
So much. It's so lame, bro.
You got it though, but you got it.
Because
it's mad lame, bro.
It kills the vibe when you start doing this, bro.
Because I don't want y'all beat the nigga when he's down.
You're gaslighting us, bro. You're gaslighting us, bro. We've been up here with you for 3+ years, bro. You done dog pound how many quarterbacks? We've been saying Drake May had a good year all year.
All year.
He did not play well, bro.
At all.
He been trying.
Like, bro,
I'm just saying. I'm talking about J-Rock. It might not be you specifically, but that they gonna never make it again and all that. It's like, dang, it's
possible. Nah. Early. Just think about it.
It was that bad.
I'm not even talking about from his play, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just specifically talking about. Just think about how he got there. So the best part of the Chargers team is the O-line, hands down, because when the O-line was fully healthy, they was throttling teams in the NFL when their O-line was fully healthy.
Mm-hmm.
They O-line not healthy no more. So now your defense looks all world against Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert really had no time to throw the ball, so we couldn't really get a full assessment on that game. All right, cool. They dominated them. Whatever. We want to go with the Drake May saga. All right, cool. Chapter continues. The next time they play somebody, bro, it's basically like this nigga said here, bro. Like, I don't want to win. Like, it's
I don't know what happened to him.
We saw them beat Kurt Rodgers. We saw them beat so many good teams this year.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him.
Literally, the next team that has a chance to possibly beat you, the next team, I don't think niggas understand how ridiculous that is. Their quarterback gets hurt with 2 plays left in the game. Nigga, I would be so sick, bro. Like, what do you mean I lost my quarterback with
Swiper should be sick.
But follow me, though.
Not only did they lose the quarterback 2 plays in the game, the backup took them to the brink. He basically said Drake may go to the Super Bowl, bro. Like, I don't even want to go. Like, that's basically what Stidham did when he threw the ball backwards. Like, it's no way you can tell me, bro. Back-to-back 2 weeks in a row. Back-to-back 2 weeks in a row. You play a quarterback that just throw a pass to you, like just gift wrap you. Just gift wrap you a game.
No, but hold on. But the thing I don't appreciate about what Early was saying, though, is that yes, you can be an MVP discussion, but the issue is when you lose, you get throttled, and then we look at your resume and say you versus the good teams all year. Because we didn't do this in the regular season. We gave you credit. You deserve. Because we also weren't trying to be one of them haters up here. You deserve MVP talk because you played well. But now that the season's over and we've seen you versus 4 good teams and elite teams, and then we look at the good teams you played in the regular season, and we said you got 2 damn touchdowns, and you ain't played well against none of these teams.
It's like this playoff run opened your eyes, and y'all did.
I'm saying you got to look at it.
Like, oh, this nigga.
I hate when you do this, bro.
I'm not saying why you get mad at me. I'm just
why shouldn't we do the deep dive and ask the questions though? Like,
you should.
Why shouldn't we ask these questions?
You should.
Because the thing is, too, is like everybody was using like his play as like, well, how did you expect him to play? He was playing 4 elite defenses. That's his job.
No, you're right. It's just funny because I feel like me and Bama from the moment the season started, bro, up to like week 10, bro. I feel like me and Bama was the only one who was like, I was like Drake May. I was like, man, Matthew Stafford over here because that nigga Drake May. You know, the bad schedules. I just feel like we were saying, now y'all opened your eyes and it's like, oh, Drake May.
Both of them was hooping, though. Give both credit. That's it.
Stafford was my MVP.
No, give both credit, but this is how I'm seeing it.
Nigga, give both credit.
Hold
Both
on.
hooping this year.
Yeah,
Nigga,
this is. But I say that me and Early called it. That weak schedule is weak. Yeah,
I hear you. But this is what I'm seeing right now, right? When it comes to Drake May, if we're isolating a few things regarding his game, one thing that we can say for certain, that boy holds the ball way too long. That attributes to a good number of the sacks more beyond the offensive line, especially the strip fumbles he had were disgusting in the playoffs. But when I'm seeing what he can do, like the positives, his rushing ability, his big frame, his touch with the ball, he's able to fit it in a lot of different windows. Second year in the quarterback after his abysmal first year start where they had no offensive infrastructure, the fact that he came to second year and was able to clean all that up, my projection, kind of similar to Trevor Lawrence.
But add this, Riddell.
But like, hold on.
Also, that happened with trash teams. Look at how he played versus good teams, and that's what I'm telling you. Actually, include that he didn't play well versus good playoff teams this year. The whole year.
Even if I'm not interested in battling that, so even if you want to say that,
well, I mean, it's a part of the discussion, though. Like that matters.
Okay, let's take another gap. We can't see that you add a few more pieces, especially in the wide receiver room, who's not the greatest.
One AJ Brown.
In terms of people,
one AJ Brown.
Okay, all right, we can't. All right, we can't.
Hey, by the way, J-Rob. By the way, just so you know, no, J-Rob, just so you know, I want you, Riddell, Trent, this is my issue, Trent. Watch this, Trent. Including, hold on, y'all, including the playoffs, Trent. Do you know this year, including the playoffs, Trent, versus playoff team, Bo Nix had 12 TDs and 3 interceptions and balled versus every playoff team that he had on his schedule. Every single one of them. But nobody gave him credit for it. And to this day, Bama said he played basic. Drake, this ain't even at Bama, Drake plays legitimately garbage and sells his team. And the only good games he had all year were versus teams that are in the lottery. We know we call those. Those are FCS West. When Drake May sees FCS West, he's a hooper.
I will say this, though. Even with he was so bad, even with a new weapon, the way he played, he might not get it to him. I tell you, he was that bad. Man. So we can't guarantee you'll get it to him.
Hey, matter of fact, Patriots fans were talking about Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins going into the game. You see Mac Hollins walking there with the prison outfit on, J-Rob?
He too performative for me. Too performative.
All right. You see Trevor Lawrence out.
That was so the death row inmate was so lame to me, especially for a receiver who's not even like that. You're not even like that. You had your touchdown, but you're not like that. You're not a premier receiver in the league
at all.
You can do what you want. Look, everybody could do what they want. We just talking about. I'm just giving my opinion. Like, I thought it was kind of whack. Like,
it was corny.
Yeah, like
he's a nice person. I heard he's a really nice person, but that was corny.
But yeah, I just thought it was a little performative. One for me. And I'm not gonna lie, Riddell, you was about to come on, bro. I hate when y'all do this. We cannot start talking about the little minor things. Like, everybody, let's just get this out the way. Every football team in the NFL is going to have flaws. Mm-hmm. This is the game of football. I've never seen a year in football where a 53-man roster, all 53 make it through the year healthy. That don't happen. No. It doesn't happen. There's going to be mid-season trades because team needs players at certain positions. In the NFL, every team has flaws. You've watched guys go to Super Bowls and playoff runs with no-name receivers. You've seen guys do it with no-name running backs. You've seen quarterbacks go with abysmal O-lines. Everybody has flaws. Joe Burrow sacrificed his offensive line so both his receivers can get paid. That's their flaw. That's a fact. It's the laws of equivalent exchange. You want a premier X and Z, you got to pay the price. It is what it is.
So I think
what does the Patriots sacrifice?
When Drake
they have a lead.
Hold on. But like, Riddell, you're not going to be able to say this in 2 years when Drake may get 50 M's a season because they're going to lose things.
50 M's, boy. You about to get a 70.
Well, that's down the line.
60, 70 by the time the cap is
by the time you get it, it's going to be 70.
At the end of the day, like, because these quarterbacks run the market, teams are always going to have flaws. So it's going to be imperative that your GM drafts well, that you get good guys in free agency, you trade well, you develop the talent you have in-house well. Because once these guys get paid, there is going to be slippage, and you're going to have to find ways to figure that out. That just is what it is. So talking about this receiver and that and this and that, nobody was talking about that when Diggs was having a hell game versus the Bills. Nobody was saying that when Kayshon Boutte was one-handing Darius Stingley during the season. Like, nobody was saying that.
2 running backs. Ramondre had a great year. Travion, second-round pick out of Ohio State. He has 2 tight ends as well.
That's the conversation.
The team ain't that good, though. I will say.
Because the thing is, if they would have won,
that's cool. But guess what? They better another young quarterback got though, and they don't get that excuse.
But okay, hear me out though. I'm with you, J-Rub. I'm locked in. I'm just pushing back on the sentiment that it sounded like to me, especially when we like understand, and I'm gonna bring this guy's name out. We hate this guy too. I'm fine with that. I hate him too. Patrick Mahomes fan. Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen's first 2 years were not good. Then he took a leap, especially in his understanding of the game, his poise in the pocket, and they added a elite receiver in Stephon Diggs.
Drake ain't Josh
my
Allen.
thing is with Drake May is that I can see that he improves these other things, maybe adds another talent that can get consistent separation, and then they can make some noise to the point where they can battle the Bills. Josh Allen just choked. We saw that choke job against the Broncos. They can battle the Bills. They can battle the Ravens.
Drake made like 23.
They played well and beat the Bills. So that's my whole point. Like, this isn't a
But he was mid versus the Bills too when they played.
Can I just say, but this isn't a rain on
second time, not the first time.
Because I don't want early trying to make
Allen
it
sold that first game.
It's no. I get jumping him. Hold on, you said we was jumping him. It's not rain on Drake May's parade. But what we're saying is there were some things that were concerning, and I think the schedule, which we have, because the thing is, how can we acknowledge strength of schedule in college football and argue to hell about it, but can't like be objective about it when it comes to the NFL? Like, I get it, they're playing the Atlanta Falcons instead of Sam Houston State. But at the end of the day, if we know this team isn't that good,
he also wasn't good versus the Falcons.
Yeah, that is true too. But ultimately,
Falcons should have won that game.
Me and Early already. What Early was saying is y'all late to the party. Me and Early already did this when we was over there battling Trenton's minions over on Flag on the Play. Everybody was just trying to tell us how he like the next best thing, bro. It was just, it went on tangents.
That nigga walk on water over there.
He walk on water over there.
Nigga Jesus over there.
I've been telling people. I was like, bro,
you're doing that.
He just be like silence, and everybody get quiet.
Nah, but since no,
the reason why his elders.
The reason why niggas was on Bama ass so much about the Drake May shit, because he said that dumbass shit talking about some. Oh, they need to trade Drake May and
for sure.
Sanders and hire Deion Sanders. So yeah, when you say some,
I still stand on that.
Yeah.
But that's the trolling shit. That's the trolling shit. Even when we having serious conversations
Bama might be cooking. Shador got more yards in the game than Drake May does.
Because even when he was having good games, me and Bama were the ones that was like, he ain't really playing nobody though, and it came off his hate.
He was dead ass.
It came off his hate.
He was dead ass serious with it. He trying to be Captain Sabo.
No, that was doing the Shador. But when we was talking about the games, though, Trent, like, come on, but be real. I know
he was playing. Well, I know he was playing Yums all season, but the throws that he was making all season though were elite. So that's why he was getting the props that he was.
Well, not after week 12. Not after week 12.
And he started. Here's my thing though. They started there's a lot of people who started. I won't say y'all. Even though it's some of y'all, but it was a lot of people who started week after week after week. As he started to fold and the team was going undefeated, they started to put him in Drake May. Now he's starting to rise and rise and rise and rise. But this is the game of football. We go through ups and downs. The biggest thing I know now, I won't do no more. I've done in the past. I'm not going to do no more. That 1 year shit, I got to hold off on that. Now, I'm going to admit, and I said it on Flag on the Play. If he would have gotten an MVP and Super MVP, bro, I gotta put him top 10. Like, I ain't gonna lie. What quarterback don't get top 10 for that? He get fourth in the top 10, even after 1 year. You gotta force a nigga. J-Rock, a nigga get MVP and Super MVP the same year. He not at least top 10?
No. At the end of the day, early, that's a fact. Some guys break the mold. Year one, the first starting year of Mahomes, couldn't deny him top 5.
Second year of Lamar.
Lamar couldn't deny him. Josh Allen year.
I don't think you can deny Drake May, bro.
You know, but yeah,
I don't think so either.
But the thing is too, because like let's be also honest too, like
I still feel the same way about
gonna be back next year.
I'm about to say there's a nigga better than him in his draft. That's better than him.
I'm about to say it. Jaden Dick.
Yeah, come on. Hey, come on! They do this every time.
It is.
They do this every time.
I think Jaden's better than him too.
This shit was better than JD
A
last year.
nigga do a bid and y'all just forget about him. That nigga do a bid and y'all just forget about him, man.
What I saw from Jake, it's close, but what I saw from Drake this year was better than JD last year. So
that's it.
Including the playoffs?
No, including the playoffs?
I'm just
talking about you, Mickey, nigga. You, Mickey.
On top of that,
you, Mickey.
On top of that,
you, Mickey.
On top of that, too, I'll probably say Caleb.
Oh, I figured out they style.
Caleb.
I figured out they
style. This what I mean, but J-Rob, this what I mean. So don't join the dog pound because you're talking like that. That's what you're talking about. You think as a whole, last year, the Commander team, you think they were better than the Picks team this year? I'm asking a question.
The season that Drake May just had.
They're similar. I'll be honest.
I think it was better than Jaden Daniels.
He had a better defense. Arguably, I say either the same or better offense.
Don't argue offense.
No, Commanders got a better offense.
Last year?
They both were backpacking offenses, bro. So I don't want to hear that shit.
So who how, Riddell? How? Name, matter of fact, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Name the weapon for the Commanders last year.
Scary Terry.
What else? What else? What else? No. A bunch of guys. What else?
A bunch of guys.
He said Scary Terry, a bunch of guys.
Stop.
Thank you.
After he named Stephon Diggs, a bunch of fucking Jags. So
You tripping.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Booty was good all season. Booty was good all season. As a whole, their running back duo is better than what the Commanders had last year. Henderson and Stevenson are better than what the Commanders had.
Ryan Robinson and Austin Eckler were playing well last year. What do you mean?
No. This is what we're not about to do. Even though we should, because he played like dog shit in these playoffs, we're not about to fucking gas his Patriots offense like this shit was some crazy shit. They both
we're saying it's not better. It was better than the Commanders and the playoff run.
They both were backpacking
and the playoff run added on top of that.
They both were backpacking offenses. If you want to say JD season was better than for what I've seen as a quarterback, I'd rather have Drake May than JD. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
But why though? Why? Watch this. Now why? Because last year before Drake May, we said that JD had the best deep ball in the game. We said that JD had the best deep ball. So now what changed?
I'm not gonna lie. Stop including. Who is?
We all thought JD had one of the best deep balls in the game.
No, that shit. I never
thought. Come on, Trent, dog. Now we doing that, Trent. Now he didn't have one of the best deep. Bro, he was the top 3 deep balls last year, man.
Or this was like you like to group niggas with yourself. I never said out of my fucking mouth JD had the best deep ball in the game. That's fucking blasphemous.
He had one of the best deep balls. We always agree he had one of the best deep balls.
He still do. Nobody denies that.
I just 100% believe that the conversation between who's better between JD, Caleb, and Drake May is still to be determined.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't think no one has got no one.
I'm just saying.
No one has got no one.
All I'm saying. From what I just saw,
I agree.
I'd rather have Drake because you already know coming out. I had Caleb 1, Drake 2, JD 3.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that.
And Caleb take the lead.
I'm willing to argue, if you took JD and put him in these playoffs instead of Drake May, they have a better run.
Got busy. We already seen him in the playoff against better teams. J-Rob. He went against the Lions who we thought was going to dominate them.
He was a better playoff performer as a rookie.
The spread was like minus 13 and a half.
Let's not forget, my boy got hurt. Like Early said, he just did a bid.
I'm not denying.
It ain't like we about to judge him. He did a bid. He was hurt. The real question is, who is going to really? I feel like because honestly, you could argue Caleb is 3 to my boy in the chat, but the thing is,
if Caleb take the lead, he's obviously number 1.
He's the best. He's the best thrower of the 3, and it's obvious. Like
1,000%. If he takes the real leap, he's clearly number 1.
I think and that's why I'm not putting.
We talking about playoff performances so far though. Caleb's 2.
That's a fact.
Caleb was.
That's fine.
Caleb was ass, but the fourth quarters was just saving.
But what I'm saying is, if Caleb takes a leap if JD comes back and plays to the standard we think he plays at, I feel like that none of the three of them have separated from each other. Now, you could rank them however you want, but I'm not saying like JD and Drake, I'm not saying they're clearly better. One is better than the other. I think that is blasphemous. Now, Caleb, you can put him under. But the thing about Caleb, to me, he's had the 3 best throws of the year. The 3 best throws of the season all came from him.
Yeah,
but
I know
super inconsistent.
Let me
That's
tell
the
you why
problem
he
with
nasty.
Caleb.
But J-Rob, let me tell you why Trent nasty.
With his throws.
Let me tell you why Trent nasty. We've been arguing for about 2 weeks now about
Bo Nix
the
is also
MVP.
really clutch as well.
We've been arguing about 2 weeks
Bo
now
Nix,
about the MVP season between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. And
the
one thing he always bring up, and that's why I'm fucked up about it, because just to again including the playoffs. JD went 25-9, right? Drake May went 31-8. Drake May had 3 touchdowns this year, rushing 450 yards, something like that. JD was 25-9, but also went 6-7 touchdowns rushing, 900 yards. I mean 900 yards rushing, 6-7 touchdowns rushing too. So total tally, that's 31, 32 touchdowns, damn near right there with Drake May. And including my team was worse as a whole, and including my playoff run against.
I don't think the Commanders team was worse than the Patriots.
They're like dead
they
even.
played a harder schedule.
They're dead even.
I don't think they do
for sure.
I don't think.
JD was so good last year.
Sure.
You niggas,
but I
really
will
was
also
fooled,
say
he was so good last year. You
I
niggas think that was a good team. Y'all think that was a good team last year.
I think they were backpacking.
Let's not forget,
but
that Commanders team, they had obvious flaws last year. That
the Patriots didn't have obvious flaws coming in this year.
They're deep.
Obvious? They didn't have obvious flaws. There wasn't.
No, I'm there with you.
There wasn't multiple. There wasn't.
I love how
there wasn't multiple.
You see his game, J-Rob. You see it. You peep his style. You peep his style.
There wasn't multiple. Whoa.
You peep his style.
Whoa. There wasn't multiple question marks about the Patriots coming into the season.
We not, bro. Stop, bro.
What do you know? Answer the fucking question. I was talking about, bro. Stop. Answer the fucking question.
So let me ask you something. What were the obvious reasons that for the Patriots? Because by week 7 and 8,
the obvious question marks. Wait, are you actually what? I said there were question marks going into the season about the Patriots.
Yeah, okay, cool. You're right. There were question marks going into the season.
Coming into the year.
Right.
The leader receiver was coming off an ACL, and outside of that, the receiver was still dirt.
But by week, hold on. But Trent, by week 10, by week 10. By week
just like the Commanders.
That's like saying
by week 10.
That's like, hold on, because the Commanders also played a weak ass schedule last year too. That's like saying when Noah Brown these niggas started hooping.
Not the same, bro.
It's not. I didn't say it's the same. Go ahead. I didn't say it's the same.
You just admitted though. We just admitted though. He had the worst schedule since 1989.
I know. No, this is what I'm saying.
Let me finish. There have been games where Drake May have played bad, and that defense held him afloat. The Commanders last year, they was not winning games based off dominant defensive performances, bro. It was JD and Cliff Kingsbury hooping out there. And I will also admit, some of them games, a bit of luck helped them. I'm not gonna.
The Hail Mary against the Bears.
Hail Mary.
But I'm saying this by week. You're right. You're totally right. There were questions about going to the season. But even by week 10 last year with JD, we knew like, bro, I don't know how he doing it with this team because we can still see this team ain't shit. By week 10, bro, a lot of y'all was believers. Not saying fully believe. Not saying you. But I said not saying you. Stop taking it personal. Not saying you. But the consensus on this team was they were more complete than what we were saying about the Commanders last year.
No, hold on.
I don't know who you're talking to.
When it was going into week 10, all niggas was talking about, just like with Jan Daniels, all niggas was talking about was Drake May. Everybody was talking about Drake May because how great he was playing the entire season. It wasn't niggas talking about the New England Patriots.
But they had the number one rushing defense. The number one rushing defense.
And they weren't even talking about that like that because they were talking about Drake May.
Look. But this is the thing. Nobody's hating on Drake May. We're having conversations about
hating.
I'm sorry.
We're not comparing last year with this year, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Why? I just don't.
We are debating quarterback.
I don't see why not.
Because again, even if you want to say their seasons are damn near neck and neck on some chill shit, bro, that playoff run added to it, bro, it white, bro. It ain't. That's when it get nasty. And we talking about Drake May plus the playoff run, nasty.
I didn't bring up the playoffs though.
But I'm saying the
run.
season. We talking about a full season. The season plus the playoff run. You saying that Drake? You taking you?
I didn't say that. I said what I see from the regular season, just from totality. I'd rather have Drake May right now than JD. Just what if you compare?
I say, can we? But let's just because obviously.
What about his game? JD's a better runner. The deep ball is damn the same. I think JD got way more poise in the pocket than him. What are we having a conversation about?
You know what else too? We gotta also give flowers to because I think the one thing that we
now all of a sudden JD deep ball ain't one of them.
Can't get lost in the script. Shout out to the Seahawks though, for sure.
Absolutely. But we know what that was. We know what that was.
You know,
JSN, best
this whole playoff, a lot of this playoff shit this year, this shit was really Mickey. But I mean, shout out to them though.
The best game, the Super Bowl was Rams Seahawks.
Bro, I'm
so mad, my boy.
That was a Super Bowl. That was a Super Bowl.
You know, man. Hey, Verdell, I was ready to put Matt Stafford in conversations, boy. I was ready.
So was I. I was ready.
MVP. Nigga, why? I'm going to put him in conversation.
And that's why
the MVP and the Super Bowl MVP, top 10 all time. Don't have a conversation.
And that's why
argue with your mama.
He didn't win.
Argue with your mama. An MVP and two MVP, two championships, and a Super Bowl MVP. Argue with your mama. Top 10 all time. Argue. Top 5 in receiving. I mean, top 5 in yards. Top 5 in TDs. Bro, have a first ballot. Have a conversation with your mom.
What's the 5 best Super Bowls?
The 5 best runs or the 5?
No, 5 best Super Bowls so far. What we
ever watch?
What we witness? I know you could bring up the old shits, but
I'm going.
It's a recent.
I'm gonna go. Both.
Hold on. You got the Larry Fitzgerald.
Everybody go. Let everybody go. It's 5 of us. It's 5 of us.
Antonio Holmes in the back. Yeah, that was
Steelers, Cardinals.
All right, hold. Let's go next. Instead of you doing your 5, let's go. We'll see.
There might be a lot of the same.
What you got for person?
Give me one. You know what mine is. You know what mine is. 2011 New York Giants beating the Patriots. Come on, bro.
No, 07? Over 07?
I was too young to really appreciate it.
I appreciated it. Year, my boy.
Atlanta was good though. That Mario Manning.
No, you understand? But Bama. 07 was these niggas were like dog. J-Rob, no. You know this too, Bama. Dumb niggas was dominating teams. They was walking niggas,
but the second time,
but
early, you know, the second time it was like, bro, are they gonna beat them because they ruined y'all?
But it wasn't even no question, bro. It wasn't the first Super Bowl. It wasn't no question. It was a 14.5 spread, bro. It wasn't even a question. The first Super Bowl. That Patriots team, dog. You don't understand, bro. Randy Moss got 20 touchdowns. Tom Brady had 50 touchdowns. Them niggas was sitting in the fourth quarter, bro. They were sitting in the fourth quarter. It was basketball, bro. I remember one week. It was one week where T.O. had 4 touchdowns in one game, and everybody was like, "Yo, it was a 1 o'clock game." Everybody like, "Yo, T.O. put himself on another level." Same game, same week. 4 o'clock games. Randy go 4 TDs in the first half and sit in the second half. We like, oh shit, we did. Oh shit. I thought we like, no, they was so good, bro. That shit was so improbable. The Mario man had catches cool, but that David Tyree, bro, like, bro, I was on the edge of my seat, bro. Like, that's bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Cool is crazy. Cool is disgusting.
Who is so?
No, that's
you want to? Okay, my pick, because I was able to. I ain't gonna lie, and this is high up there for me. Because of like just I watched the whole jump. That Patrick Mahomes, the Patrick Mahomes versus the 49ers the second time. It's a lot of money in that game. So I lost like 10 racks that game. But to see that nigga going to overtime and literally, bro, I don't think I remember. There was when that nigga scored, bro, it was 1 second left. Like he burnt, like when I say he burnt the clock up, bro, he burnt the clock up and literally buzzer beater in the end zone, bro. I was like that's when I was like, all right, Patrick Mahomes, all right, bro. It was a different villain, like orc, like started from that. That was when I really was like, I hate this nigga, dog. Like that put a burn in my heart. Like, dog, that was one of the best Super Bowl for me. That's top 5 for me, bro. Like, if we talking about recent.
I'm going Nick.
Why is someone in the chat saying 2011, 2007 is old shit? Like, really? We that old?
Yeah, duh.
I mean, that shit is old. Really
old, right?
We could.
Y'all wasn't there, bro. 07 was.
Well, I was there for 07. That shit was ridiculous.
But 07 was like, bro, we was not, bro. I'm talking about, it's so many clips. Like, even when you think about 11, bro, even when you think about 11, the clips, it's so many. Like, that motherfucking motherfucking I'm sorry, because so much. Michael Strahan going because I'm passionate. Michael Strahan going across the D line, one stop and we're world like that. It's embedded in my mind. Like he really told him, like we there, one stop and we world champ. Mike walked off the field with a bow. We got rid of Tiki that year. What's the coach name? What's the coach name that year? What's the coach name? Yeah, Tom Coughlin. That year, I never forget. In the offseason, Michael Strahan didn't do no training camp. He got fined like shit. Mike Coughlin was being way nice. He was known to be a mean coach. That season, he knew he was gonna get fired. It was up in the air. It was like, you know what, man, look, hey, I'm gonna be nicer. We ain't gonna do as much practices, all that shit. Then you get into the season, bro. We look bad in the first half. Because my father's a Giants fan, I'm chill, but look bad in the first half of the season, bro. I literally watched this nigga Eli go again. Then the Cole game versus Brett Favre, bro. Al Harris on Plexico. Plexico getting busy on Al Harris. Like, I watched this nigga get there. And when he got there, I remember Tom Brady sitting in the press conference and they like, yeah, 17 or 14 or something like that. He was like, 21 to 24. Oh, we're going to score 21 points? And he was so smug about it. And for them to win that game, bro, I remember that. I remember Eli missing the tackle, throwing it at Manahan. They replayed that thing like 9 times to make sure he caught that joint. I remember Ronnie Harrison cheating ass. I remember. Then the very next play, he threw a deep ball to Randy Moss on Sam Madison. Like, damn, bro, we did all that. You done score damn near 2 possessions. And to come down the field, bro, and put that touchdown in the Plexico hands, bro. Bro, it was a time, bro. It was a time.
Low-key, I think like the Super Bowl run from like 07 to like 2012, that might be the best stretch of run. So like just games in general. Because
there was some blowouts in the from like 13 to like 19. It was some blowouts, Trent. It was some nasty games.
Because from 07, Giants, Patriots, 08, Steelers, Cardinals, 09, even though they cheated, the Colts, Saints with the Tracy Porter pick 6.
Yep.
And then 2010, the Green Bay Steelers game was a good ass game. Then 2011, fucking what's his name?
Giants again.
Running it back.
And then 2012, because the Broncos should have made it back, but old boy fucked it up from the that safety. So it was the Ravens 49ers and the game went out for
the Harbaugh game.
Literally, Ray Lewis touching on Jacoby. He touching on Jacoby Jones' chest like, man, put his hands on him and he ran it for a kickback. He said, God told me to touch you. Hey, man. Woo, boy. Man, it was a good time, boy. It was a good time, man.
Those are, the Harbaugh, I think that might be the best stretch. That shit was crazy.
Hey, Draymond Ward, you understand, bro? I remember that year, bro. We was not supposed to get there, bro. The Giants literally was beating teams, and it was like, bro, how are we getting there? We went through some, bro, that shit was like a movie, bro. We went through some historic games that season of like playing against Green Bay in the cold. Tom Coughlin, nose red, like it's freezing out there. It's like -10 out that junk. Plexico Burrs got the ski mask on. He was a young boy before a young nigga had the ski mask on. Cooking out Harris. Harris couldn't do nothing with him. And then get to the Super Bowl, bro, and they were so cocky, bro. After we almost beat them the last game of the season, Tom, they were so smart. They just knew they had a Super Bowl, and they had the banners up, 18-0. They just knew they was gonna win, bro. I know it's a couple people overseas who got them 18-1 championship Patriots 07 shirts. Like they just knew they was gonna win, bro. And Eli took that shit, bro. To come back the next year and 4 years later and take it again, bro. Bro, that nigga owned Tom Brady, dog. Like, woof, man. Even I'm talking about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning in the press box. He rooted for Eli. Like, get him, Eli. I'm sorry, bro. Like, it was a good time. It was a good time. Great Super Bowl of my life.
J-Rob, what's your favorite Super Bowl?
Your pops was there, wasn't he?
It was his first year at the Giants in 07.
Man.
First year right off rip.
I'll probably say, hold on. I'd probably say my favorite Super Bowl. I really like Nick Foles versus the Pats. I thought that was good. Honestly, I don't really rock with Robert Kraft and the Patriots like that, but when they hawked down the Falcons, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch that. That's crazy.
It gotta be top 5. It gotta be top 5.
I didn't even watch that. I'll say this. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl live.
Bro, I was in college when that happened.
Obviously, hey, Rob, you know how many people went to sleep, bro, because they was like game over with and woke up like.
I got a good story. I got a good story I went to UConn, the University of Connecticut, when I was playing football. Obviously, this is the New England area. This is all kids who grew up Patriots fans. The streets was running like we won a natty, bro, because of the comeback, because the way they came back And the Julian Edelman catch, bro, that was just OD, bro. That I look back on that because I was rooting for the Falcons, bro.
I was rooting for the Falcons too. I was actually at combat training when I was in the military, and we were allowed to have a Super Bowl party because I did very well on like this military test, and we were eating junk food for the first time in months. And then I saw the game. Falcons were beating that. I was like, "Oh, let's go!" I don't want Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl. Right. I fell asleep because I was tired. I wake up. I was flabbergasted.
Everybody who ever, like, I'm talking about anybody who ever visited Atlanta was there, bro. I'm talking about Atlanta was out that night. We talking about from Future to JD to Bow Wow to Dwight Howard. Like, anybody who was from Atlanta was at that game, bro. Like, they just knew they was going to. Motherfucking Vic was out there. Like, everybody was there for Atlanta. They just knew they was going to win, bro. Atlanta was lit in the fourth quarter and by the second half. They was lit.
And I want to say that I will admit, I would argue Atlanta was the better team. Like
they was the better
team.
They was. You don't remember that 2008. You don't remember that team.
That's why I keep telling y'all, that is the beginning of the Shanahan curse. That was the day it brewed. Yeah, you ever watch JJK and how curses manifest? His curse manifested.
No, that wasn't the day. That wasn't the day, J-Rob. That wasn't
the game.
That wasn't the day, though. I'm gonna tell you when their family, what he did. That Seattle game and how Mike Shanahan put that boy RG3 back out there when they were up like 14-7, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that family been cursed ever since. That was it, bro.
When he destroyed RG3's leg, that's when his curse manifested.
Everybody was like, bro, he put y'all up 14-7 at the half. Don't bring him back in. If y'all lose. Save him for the next year. He put that boy back in there with that brace on his knee, bro. And literally killed his career, bro. Literally, bro. Everybody in the stand, I'm talking about the announcers was like, bro, just leave him out. We don't expect to see him second half because he was wobbling.
I'm gonna tell you this too. The one thing too about RG3, and it's really so sad he a coon, is like, let's be dead honest. That situation, I know because they drafted Kirk Cousins and all of that, he felt forced to go play football.
Yeah.
With that bum ass knee he had at the time.
Yeah.
Like, let's be dead honest. Because everybody knew Shanahan didn't want him there. It was kind of the corniest, like, I can't blame him literally, but I give a lot of influence to how RG3's career shaped up to be because of the decision making of the Shanahan tree. That's a fact. And that's why they lose the football games the way they lose the football game. They curse themselves. You can't do bad by the football gods like that and think the football gods ain't gonna come back in and get you for it. You feel me?
And then every NFL player, bro, from the Patrick Mahomes to every NFL player to like this day should like literally anytime they play the Falcons until they release him, because they gonna release him. But anytime they see Kirk Cousins, bro, should shake that man's hand and get that man a hug, bro. I watched that man hold us to the fire every year, bro. And okay, cool. They was like, you know what, we're gonna keep franchise tagging. I'm gonna take it. Literally was the first person I ever seen get a fully guaranteed contract, bro. Like, he changed the way people thought. And I remember when he got his, I remember Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay like, oh, we doing big guarantee like that. We doing 80% guaranteed contracts. Oh, you got to pay me. Like, he started the trend of that. When he went to the Vikings the first time and got that 80 fully guaranteed, that changed. The reason why Deshaun Watson got that fully guaranteed, he changed. Literally, he bet on himself and got paid, bro.
I'm not really willing to bet. I don't think Kirk influenced Deshaun Watson. I just think the Browns were out of their minds.
No. I'm saying he influenced the market. The market when quarterbacks started because J-Rob, it used to be you might get 120 million. It used to be you might get 120 million and only 40 guaranteed. It got to the point to where you get 120 and 90 guaranteed.
Actually, you know what? Jack John in the chat said it best. Kirk started that trend, but Deshaun ended it.
Yeah, he did. He definitely
ended it.
He ended it, boy.
And he's like, well, I will never pay you front end ever again.
It started with Kirk and ended with Deshaun because Deshaun did not live. Because if Deshaun would have went on and the Browns would have been competitive, playoffs, maybe even Super Bowl.
And he kept going.
It would have changed the game, bro. It would have changed the game for how much guarantee.
They had the roster too as well to be like comp in the playoffs for sure.
But
Joe Flacco was balling with
I think we need to start talking about Is Stefanski really a guru like that for real?
Is he really what?
I'm asking.
Is he a guru?
I think.
Is he a? Because he was an offensive coordinator, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he really an offensive genius?
I don't. He got to show it. He got to show. I ain't gonna lie. You can't put genius on somebody offensively until you do what Shanahan do. Until you do what Sean McVay do. Until you do what Andy Reid do. A genius is a strong word, dog.
I know.
You saw what he did with Joe Flacco and Jameis Winston.
But hold on. But
I'll be real with you. Jameis still had up and down.
You think he's in the realm of McVay?
Nah, he don't got to be though.
You think he's a Shanahan? You think
he don't got to be? That's
Andy Reid?
Don't got to
no.
So if he's not in that realm, why do we herald his offensive?
Yeah, we just throwing genius around it, bro. You don't think that?
Because we need to see him maximize though. At the same
you
time,
have Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson is ass though.
He's not good. Yeah,
but genius. But for me, genius means genius means give me anybody. Genius for me
first got there, bro.
Okay, but
genius for me means give me anybody and I can get it done.
When Deshaun first got there,
he did
get it done. One of the best.
No, I ain't the same, bro. Because again, when we talk about Sean McVay, when we talk about Sean McVay, I watch like dog. Eric, what's his name? Not what's Fisher name? Which that coached the Titans?
Eric Fisher.
Yeah, Eric Fisher tried. Is it Eric Fisher? I don't know why I don't sound right. But he tried to. No, yeah. What's Fisher? Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher tried to destroy Sam Darnold, and literally, bro. When Sean McVay got him, he like did the best he could. Yeah, Jared Goff. He tried to kill him. Did the best he could. Then when I look at Andy Reid, I watched Andy Reid in Philly, bro.
Jared Goff was the first pick, and they had Todd Gurley.
Jeff Garcia. We talking about old Jeff Garcia too.
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb. Niggas don't know. Like, if you know, you know. Hey man, Vic, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Vic was you talking about a running back, bro. Like Vic was a deep ball nigga at times and a running back a lot of times. He literally made Vic a passer, bro. Like that. Vic had one of his best that year with the Eagles, bro. When he came back off he was first year out of jail. He backed up your man, and Kevin Conner ended up getting hurt. Bro. Oh, what we talking about? I'm just being honest, bro. Like we did not see that.
Because Goku,
and then we go to Shanahan. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh,
he was always ass. Andy Reid
never was good, even with Andy Reid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like
you said Andy Reid with Vic?
Kevin Cobb. No. What signature game did Kevin Cobb?
Oh no, I'm saying Kevin.
Kevin Cobb was ass.
No. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying Kevin Cobb was lights out. What I'm saying, I'm going to say Alex Smith too. Yeah. What I'm saying is that he made Kevin Cobb serviceable at times. Like literally, Kevin Cobb was like a wash. Like he was a super scrub. He made him serviceable at times.
Stefanski went to the playoffs with Joe Flacco. I don't know what
Joe Flacco won a bowl already though. What are you talking about?
No.
That was like 38-year-old Joe Flacco.
Because now we're being disrespectful. He got a quarterback old ass quarterback off the couch. Then he lit. Bro, he literally coached him out the Bronx to us.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. After seeing Phillip Rivers, I can't even jack it, bro. You took
no.
Thank you, J-Rob. Thank you, J. And then look, J-Rob, watch this, J-Rob. Watch this, J-Rob. J-Rob, come back, J-Rob. Come back. I want to talk to you. Come back, J-Rob. And then look, but they hold up while they playing with Kirk. I watched Kirk go to the Bengals and had good games too. I watched Kirk. I watched Kirk go to the coach and do it too. So that ain't just Stefanski by himself.
The only offensive geniuses, I'm gonna tell you, the only
what I'm talking about.
In the NFL,
niggas is only saying this because what happened with fucking Shador. Hold on. Say this shit all Stefanski fault.
No, we're just saying if you're going to call somebody, we're saying if somebody, in order to call somebody an offensive genius, bro, I gotta really see it. They gotta really stand at the time.
Okay, now let me get to him.
He hasn't had the quarterback to do it.
Yeah, let's get to the facts about it. Because you're trying to make it seem like it was all Stefanski. You're trying to make it seem like Shador ain't played some shit either.
Because let's get to you.
Hand in hand.
Let's get to you.
It plays hand in hand.
Stefanski's situation with the Browns is 100% his fault. He's first of all, he's the head coach of the team. They drafted the best rookie class in the NFL this year.
Okay.
He also evaluated that a guy like Dylan Gabriel was his option for the future. You let go of Joe Flacco, you bring in Dylan Gabriel, who we all know wasn't going to be worth a damn in the league.
Okay.
He's 5'9", doesn't have any traits that show NFL quarterback.
He ain't got Kyler Murray speed.
Okay.
You bring in Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
Now, I think we all agree the better prospect, bar none.
So does Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Bar none, right?
Yeah. Fact.
Now, I know because I know his name because his name is Shedeur Sanders and not Let me not do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let me not do it. Let me stick to the plot because it's gonna blow. It's gonna go. Everybody have I violate like that.
I know.
Shedeur Sanders went out there and played no significant snaps. There was obviously conversation that he would not see the field this year. He was by far their best option at quarterback. And if we're gonna sit here and lie and act like he didn't show actual flashes.
He did.
That didn't make anybody wonder. What if he was just set up to be in this position?
Okay.
Yeah. What if you learn what he liked to do and actually cater to him? So his offense.
So
Here's the problem.
Everybody says he didn't have a quarterback, this, that, and the third, but you didn't give all three quarterbacks an actual fair shot to be the guy. And This is my issue, Trent. You can't say it's an open quarterback competition when it ain't really open. It ain't open.
I agree. But here's my issue, though. Because like I said, the reason I said this that
playing quarterback in the NFL, nobody's rolling off the couch going.
We're questioning Kevin Stefanski as an offensive mind because of the Shedeur shit. Over the Shedeur shit, I can understand.
No. The Shedeur shit is not. Excuse me.
No, I'm saying there are multiple times
the way that Baker
Stefanski overcome bad situations, and now this nigga's about to go to Atlanta with the weapons of doom. That should be a great ass offense.
Hold on. And if
when I say genius,
it proves my point further because I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield was not a bad quarterback.
Well, by the time he took over,
but what I'm saying is
business history.
What I'm saying is this though.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Just because Baker
y'all
Mayfield
diminishing though, but y'all diminishing.
He had 2 good years.
This is the thing.
He had no. He had 2 good years on Cleveland.
One of those guys that if he don't like you, he don't pour into you. You could tell. Oh my.
No.
Baker Mayfield
was going down by the time Stefanski took over.
This is revisionist history because at one point Baker Mayfield was ass. Because at one point Odell Beckham's dad was showing all 22 tape of this nigga purposely not even throwing this nigga the ball. At one point, it's just like with Sam Darnold. At what before Sam Darnold? Before Sam Darnold got good at the game of football, before he went to the Vikings, he was dog shit.
Real mad promising though.
I'm saying Baker Mayfield had 2 decent years on Cleveland. The rest of them wasn't good. Let's not have a business history.
Trent, what we say? But here's that we saying though, Trent.
What domino was inserted when he did not play well?
Oh my God! Nah,
is that crazy? He was crazy. Hugh Jackson and Freddie Kitchens. He was better with Hugh Jackson and Freddie Kitchens. 2 guys who are not good head coaches, and then you get an offensive genius and you regress. Nobody thinks that's crazy.
So, all right,
you get Deshaun Watson, who at the time of his arrival,
an entire year.
At the time of his arrival, was one of the 5 best quarterbacks on the planet Earth.
He sat out an entire. He pulled.
Now watch this. Now watch. Hold on. Wait.
Yes.
J-Ron. Hold up. Wait. J-Ron.
Goodell sitting up a game.
Hold up. Wait. Can I say this? You're right, Trent. He sat out an entire year. Michael Vick went to jail for 2 years, bro.
No. Nigga,
I don't know nothing because literally halfway through the season, when Vic got the green light, that team looked way different, and that was Andy Reid's pen.
They built a God squad in the Philadelphia.
You know what's so disgusting? Yes, did Michael Vick go to a better coach? Yes, but he also went to a way better fucking team. Niggas had Jeremy Maclin, Brett Selleck, LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson. They had weapons all over the fucking field. Nigga, when Deshaun Watson came to the Cleveland Browns, they fucking sucked.
Bro, the common denominator again.
They sucked. That's not
when he got there, Baker Mayfield played worse. He went from looking like a franchise quarterback, gets new coach, who is said to be offensive genius and does not play up to standard. Then you get a guy, despite him sitting out a year, we can all agree was one of the 5 best quarterbacks on planet Earth at the time, despite him missing a year. There's no way to tell me that he just flat out forgot to play football like Space Jam.
No. Hold on. No. Let me get in here.
There has to be
I didn't remember.
Trent, you can't tell me everybody just selling Stefanski. You can't do that.
I'm not gonna lie.
No. Let Riddell get in here, Paul. Let Riddell get in here. Let Riddell get in here, Paul.
So, and I just wanted to be sure because I was like, I didn't know the timeline, so I went to check. Baker Mayfield's best year was actually under Stefanski.
Exactly.
The year before, he was his worst year when Stefanski wasn't there. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns. And then what happened that a lot of people say, which I do think is good context, is Baker Mayfield got injured and then he fell off the cliff.
Let's not forget he had the shoulder injury.
Facts. I remember that.
Yeah,
so
but you're blaming Stefanski for that. That's disgusting.
But why
blaming him for that?
But when we speak on,
he did run Baker out of the crib.
My biggest problem is this though. When we speak on offensive genius though, this is my biggest problem though. When we speak on, hold up. This is my biggest problem though. When we speak on offensive genius, I just feel like when you say Stefanski is an offensive genius, you diminish what an offensive genius is. Offensive genius.
Nobody ever said he was.
I'm saying, but from the jump, you said, why is he not a genius?
I said why? No. I didn't say that. I said he's still a good offensive mind. I don't think we should be questioning Kevin Stefanski as a coach. We shouldn't be.
But we were talking about geniuses, and you were saying that
him as a coach.
He ain't a genius.
Nobody ever said he was a genius.
I don't think. What I'm saying is, I don't think he's the offensive guy that we act like he is. I don't feel that way.
What comp would you give him? So, like, I can understand your mindset. Like, who do you?
Is he Kevin O'Connell good?
Who? Man, that's the top
Kevin
of the
O'Connell.
top.
Yeah. Is he okay? I'm going to name.
I'll give him Kevin O'Connell.
That's my point.
Is he
5 games? He's won 6 games over the last 2 years, something like that.
Is he Matt LaFleur good?
Like he's a upper echelon.
Yes,
I don't get it.
Arguably better than him.
I think he's in that realm. I don't think that's.
You think he's better than Matt LaFleur?
No, I think he's in that
arguably.
He's not better than Matt.
I say arguably.
Is he better than Josh McDaniels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all just be shitting on Josh.
Yeah, he better. Yeah, it don't take much to be
bro.
better.
He better.
It don't take much to be better than Josh McDaniels.
Hey, what's going on with him?
Better than Josh McDaniels, bro. Come on.
All right, bro. Hey, the history of Josh McDaniels.
I think what it is, bro. People.
What about Airbnb?
I think people associate Josh McDaniels head coach.
I don't know. I have no idea how good Airbnb is.
Josh McDaniels is a phenomenal OC. I think he's a good OC.
He's a good OC.
Josh McDaniels is a bad OC.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's been. So, all right, if he goes to the Falcons and helps Michael Penix, who's been kind of meh, create a elite offense with my boy Drake London and Bijan Robinson and all them,
what
are we saying?
Then he's the genius that people say is. All I'm saying is,
but it's also a better situation.
I'm saying is,
he can smoke for the Browns.
All I'm saying is, if he is the guy with the offensive talent that people say he is, or skill set when it comes to drawing up plays, I don't think Baker Mayfield. I think he could have fixed Baker Mayfield if he's that type of guy. Because I think Baker Mayfield showed more than enough promise in his time in Cleveland to be given a shot. I think if you get Deshaun Watson, despite if he missed a year or not, for him to look the way he looked, some of that can't just be on Deshaun Watson. I find that hard to believe.
I disagree. I
don't know if I could do that, bro.
I disagree, bro.
I don't know if I could do that, gang. I think it's just hard for me to look at.
Bro, he almost took 2 years of football off, bro. He literally put a Le'Veon Bell plus another year, and he's a quarterback. You doing that shit, and you going to the Cleveland Browns.
I get that, but I just don't see. I just could not for the life of me see him being that bad, bro. Maybe you're right. Look, he go to Atlanta and he pipe up Michael Penix or whoever's going to be the quarterback. Bro, I got you. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll leave Stefanski alone. But I think for me, what made it worse is that Shedeur Sanders was clearly the best in the room. And you could have at least spent the beginning of the year giving that thing a fair shot. I just think that the Cleveland Browns season would have looked a lot different if this kid was given a real shot at actually figuring it out. And I think Stefanski, between the way he's handled Baker and the Shador situation, I think his ego, to me, is bigger than what I think he is as a head coach, personally.
If that's what you think, that's fine. This is a question. People, this is not a gotcha. I'm genuinely curious from J-Rob's perspective. For someone like Sean McVay, do you think he should have gave up on Jared Goff to move on to Matthew Stafford? Or what do you think about that situation?
To me, at the time, I'll admit, at the time, I did not think he should let go of Jared Goff. I actually, if you know the lore, everybody knows I've been a Jared Goff defender for a long time. Long time. So, no, I don't think he should have moved off Jared Goff, because I think Jared Goff, when they went to the Super Bowl, he finished third in MVP voting that year. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I had to look back, Trey. It was Riddell who agreed he was a genius. It wasn't you.
So I use it a little bit more. With the information I had at the time, I didn't think they should have traded Jared Goff. I honestly thought he could have got it done with Jared Goff. I really didn't. At the time, I just thought it was an even trade. So I'm going to admit that. Like, when the trade,
you thought Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff was even trade?
I didn't know. At the end of the day, I've only known Matthew Stafford.
Oh, you didn't know that.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. I never thought Matthew Stafford was trash, but I thought because Matthew Stafford was in purgatory really for his majority of his career, I've never really seen him play too much significant high-level football in his career. So I didn't know what to expect. So at the time, I really thought it was like, I thought maybe one was like, if you ask me objectively, I'd say maybe Matthew Stafford was a little bit better, but to me, it wasn't enough to justify trading for Jared Goff.
Yeah, I literally I'm glad. I'm so proud to be, and I think Riddell, you here too. I'm so proud to be a part of the people who literally was like, if you get Matthew Stafford on a good team, bro, he's gonna be a dog. But because Matthew Stafford had this, J-Rob, with Detroit, when you watch Detroit games. Now, mind you, we know the tax. They gave taxes shot of him with the Calvin Johnson merchant shit. But when Calvin left, man, Matthew Stafford, his command of the offense, bro, like, I watched so many times where end of the game, bro, Matthew Stafford, his poise end of the game, the way he could get everybody ready, and like his clutchness, I was like, yo, this nigga really got it, bro. He's got to go somewhere else. So he went to the Rams. Literally, I knew that with Sean McVay's mind, now we can open this motherfucking playbook up. So I think that Eagles team, barring a better offensive coordinator, of course, but the biggest tax I give on Jalen Hurts is I do believe that not Trevor Lawrence, but let's say Justin Herbert or one of them got a Jordan Love. I think they just open the offense up more, and that's the thing I kind of had about Jared Goff. I knew what Jared Goff was at that time. He's gotten better since, but I knew that Matthew Stafford was ready for that. Jared had to learn it. Matthew was already he was ready for that moment. He was ready to. He was ready to have a team where he could really, and a good organization, because both like. People now know Detroit is this team that we just assume going to be one of the best NFC teams, bro. They was cock-on, bro. They was so bad.
Can we? I will say, because I know we got like 13 minutes. I do want to bring this up because I think it's important. I seen it in the chat, and I'm just saying my piece on it. I ain't going to speak too much about James Pierce in terms of his.
Gonna be had though.
What we got to really start talking about is like, y'all got to, let's really be worried about Rookie Jackson. Like, if you talk about the story and hear what was alleged, like, I think her well-being is important to consider. I think it is obvious, like, we always saying, like, these guys are too dumb and they shouldn't be doing this and they shouldn't be doing that. But the way these the mentorship and the way these men are being raised, like, there's flaws in it. There's flaws in it. Like, James Pierce's behavior
it's crazy.
Is also an indictment of how he was raised. I'm gonna be honest. And that's no disrespect to his parents. I don't know them, but for him to believe that it is okay to be 6'4",
6'5",
6'5". I mean, my thing is, like, do you know what he would do to Rakia if he would have put his hands on her?
Now, mind you, J-Rob, we know what he does against 300-pound old lineman.
Right.
On top of that, I think this football players are some of the most strongest, like brute force players you've ever seen,
literally, bro.
Like they're like gladiators. Like they literally, they say a tackle is like a head-to-head collision tackle is like a car accident, and you have those 15 to 30 times a game,
20 miles an hour. Like literally. I need y'all to understand something. Like I'm a retired. I don't play football no more, y'all. I don't play football no more. I'm out the game. I am 6'3", 215 pounds. I have size 10 hands. What would I ever look like putting my hands on a woman? What would if I could, knowing my mass size?
I will say this though.
What would I ever look like?
Not to mention on top of that, before you go, Bama. Not to mention on top of that,
so beta with his anger.
Not to mention on top of that, there are so many situations, and I respect the Rakia for this. There are so many situations where we've seen in the NFL over the past couple of years. It started with the Ray Rice thing, where like that really showed it, where the girl stays or kind of gets dumbed down or whatever like that. But in this, what really said something to me was the fact that she's about to go testify against him in court, bro. Like, you know how many times the girl, even we talking about in sports, we saw it with Kevin Porter Jr. and his girl. Like, so many times the girl that the situation happened, they might just separate from each other and that move on. But when you're ready to go stand up and trial against this guy, like that says so much to me, because the girl will literally just leave the guy alone and move on. But not too often you hear about I'm finna go testify against this guy to make sure he gets some time, or to make sure I do my best to make sure he gets. I just want to say this
though, because this is one thing a lot of people do, and I find my young brothers in these situations constantly in these situations over and over again. Like I said, bro, I wasn't there. I don't know what was going on, but she had to do something very vile for him to want to wreck her car into his car into hers. This is what I would say. I want to tell these guys, no, listen, bro. Y'all boys, listen. I get it, bro. We want to come to the aid of the female, bro, but it takes two to tango. And y'all have been in enough relationships to know that women provoke men. This is what I want to tell my young fellas, though. You have to assess the situation fully, bro. You're not in college no more. This ain't no backyard love affair. You in the league where every move is being watched, bro. I get it, bro. We want to, bro, poor Rakia, bro. But they was in a relationship. You don't know fully to what extent.
But doesn't he have a history of like issues?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro.
Exactly.
This is what I was trying to tell people. I don't know, because we can't fully go in on him, and then what if she just did some crazy?
He was literally on the way to the police station, man. That's why he crashed out.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Bama. Right. I don't care
what you do to me.
I don't care if he went through that phone and seen the worst possible video or text message he could have possibly seen. The truth of the matter is, he is a 6'5", 260-pound Pro Bowler in the National Football League. He is more physically dominant than her. Mm-hmm. He can, like, if he chokes her, punched her, like, he's so strong, chat, that he could punch her in the face and kill her. Like, I hate to even talk like that, but that's how strong of a person he is compared to her.
Not to mention that, you got to speak about his intent. She was trying to go to the hospital. She was trying to go to the police station about something. Right. Now, here's why I kind of draw back with Bama Sam, because I'm gonna give Rakia Jackson this much leeway. Yeah, I think she's one of the most prettiest girls in the world, but I'm gonna give her this much leeway. See, not just some girl that he picked up on the way, so could probably crash out. She got something to lose too, y'all. Like, Rakia Jackson on the uprise. Her game, like, she could be the face of the Sparks in the next year or two, bro. If you really watch WNBA basketball, you know what I mean, J-Rod? So when I look at Rakia Jackson, she got something to lose too, bro. She has model looks. She got campaigns going on. She's literally known as one of the prettiest girls in basketball history, like WNBA history. Not only that, she has the game to go with it. So I don't see her doing something too crazy only because of.
But we don't know though, bro. We don't. But that's why I said.
What can you? But do this for me, Bama. What could she have? Like, what could you imagine she had done for this man to literally be ramming her car as she's trying to get away?
We don't even have to go there. Bama, hold on. Bama, let me say something.
We're broken up.
Even if I were gonna be as good faith as possible in terms of like,
but
no, hold on. even if I was going to be as good faith as possible, she did something extreme. The causal reaction makes no sense.
No sense.
Yes,
It makes no sense.
It's so like he crazy. It's like manic,
y'all
bro.
Won't let me get my
like,
point.
it's really manic.
This is what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay,
right?
no, I hear you.
I get, but what I'm saying is not devil's advocate, bro. It's
could have ended her life. There's no justification.
I get what you said. I get perfectly what you said. It could have ended his life, bro. But let's not act like it's not always being provoked, because you just had the situation with Sha'Carri Richardson. Her boyfriend didn't do nothing. She still called the police on that nigga. And they still tried to arrest Buddy. And then guess what Buddy did? Buddy still was like, hey, bro, she didn't do nothing, bro. Even though it took the camera from the apartment.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
Damn, they had been broken up for 3 months. At the end of the day,
he was stalking her.
He drove to go see her. At the end of the day, he pursued his demise. And the thing is, we're going to talk about this and that, whatever the argument is. I'm sorry, fellas. I don't care what a girl do to me. There's never going to be ever a justification for me, all 6'3", 200 plus pounds, retired athlete who still goes to the gym and stays in shape, to ever punch her in the face or attack her, because the reality is I am way stronger than her, way more physically dominant. There just needs to be there should be no physical violence in a relationship, period. Like, we should not even say, oh, well, we don't know what she may have said to provoke him, this, that, third. Listen, my son said things to me that I did not like.
This pretty much.
Not to mention J-Rob. Not to mention J-Rob. Not to mention this. This would show me. Not to mention J-Rob. Even after the police showed up, he was still trying to get to her, bro.
He was still wild. And the thing is, too,
still wilding out, bro.
The other thing, too, James Pierce clearly has something up here that doesn't register, because there is 7 cops on his big ass, and he's still fighting.
That's football players in general, though.
It doesn't matter. The situation is over now. You have gotten caught.
You cooked.
High-speed chase. You chased your girlfriend in a Lamborghini, your ex-girlfriend in a Lamborghini. You crashed into a car multiple times. You crashed the car. Then not only do you crash it, you continue to resist. It is your downfall.
I'm not right, bro.
This was as idiotic, selfish, ignorant, inexcusable, disrespectful things that could have happened. And we're not going to keep we got to stop sometimes victim blaming. Like, it's inexcusable behavior on his end. I don't care how upset he was. It doesn't justify. Because the thing is, if he would have got his hands on her, then what would she have looked like? We've seen it time and time again. So
imagine what could have happened to her in that crash.
The thing is, the reality is, as black men, especially in these situations, we got to be more accountable to the fact that we're not going to stand for it from our own community, from as a whole, period, domestic violence as a period. But speaking for them and how we are looked at, how people are portrayed, what people assume, how unconscious bias, there needs to be a zero tolerance policy for domestic and sexual violence to anybody, period. We should not ever try to politic it. Well, it could have been this that led to.
No, it's nothing you can do to me, bro. There's nothing you can do to me let me crash out like that, bro.
You my black men
in the chat, that, bro, but I haven't been in a relationship before. A lot of that shit is bro. It takes a while, because you got to remember he's still young, bro. So a lot of the times I know where a lot of them young niggas think. They think that they can control their female until they see your woman is uncontrollable, and that it kills your ego, because every man in here got.
That says something about you, Bama. That says something about you. That's a man.
But he's not a man. He's 23, bro. He's really not.
He's a grown ass man according to the law.
We all done been heartbroken.
But at the same time,
fell through our asshole over a girl, bro. Like, let's not act like he the first nigga to go through a heartbreak. This be my problem. You talking about him going through this, and damn, he ain't the first nigga, the last nigga, or the next nigga who gonna have their heart broken over a girl. So why are we acting like because he got heartbroken, he is young? He made a horrible error in judgment. Does this not mean maybe in 10 years he'll be able to talk? He'll talk about this and hopefully learn from his mistakes and make sure that nobody else does this shit again and becomes an advocate for it. But in this very moment right now, James Pierce does not deserve sympathy because he's not a victim. He's not a victim. Because at the end of the day, when you're young and dumb and make mistakes, you're dumb and dumb.
I tell you, I'm talking about a nigga that been in relationships, bro. Like y'all niggas just not being real right now.
We've been in relationships, bro. Who you? Come on, man. We got 20-year-old kids.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what you're talking from the standpoint of I'm 34 now, bro. I understand that. Hey, bro, I understand at 34 because when I was 23. I used to think like, oh, bro, this is my girlfriend. She gonna be true to me. I understand at 34, we don't control these women no more, bro. So now, yes, I have enough wisdom and enough experience to know, hey, bro, once my girl start or girl or not girl start moving different, bro, it's time to walk away. You see what I'm saying? But when I was 22, 21, bro, oh, bro, you can't tell me, bro, my girl was looking at another dude, bro. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get upset, bro. I'm gonna get in my feelings, bro, because I'm new to the relationship, bro. I didn't know. I thought once upon a time, once you was my girlfriend, bro, hey, bro, this me, this all for me, all of that, bro.
So, mama, at what point in time, though?
No, time out.
This is where the situation changes,
though. It took repetition, but this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all, bro. It took repetition of me being in and out of relationships, getting my heart broke to understand, bro. Okay, maybe I'm not as in control as I think I am, bro. So now this is where you gain a lot more self-control because maybe I'm not in control over this person like I thought I was, but I could control how I act out in the situation, bro. I could control that. Okay, now I know it's more females in the seat. Now I know I can go.
You blowing mine.
You are defending his actions, bro. I want you to know.
No, I'm not.
You are defending his actions.
Y'all want to hear that, bro?
No, it's not.
What your rationale
not about hearing that.
Is like
why it's not about hearing that. At 22 years old, at 23 years old, at 21 years old, I was aware that if I were to ever get in my car and chase a girl or stalk a girl, I know what that can mean to me. Everybody understands consequences at 21, 22, 23, 24. You know why? Because you understand consequences at 12, at 10, at 11. You know that if you steal at 11, you're going to get in trouble at home. If you mess up in the crib, you mess up at school, you understand consequences. So let's not sit here and say, we've all been heartbroken. We're not about to sit here and justify the actions of a 22-year-old kid because he got his heart broken.
Yeah, fuck no.
That do not matter because at the end of the day, Henry Ruggs made a horrible error in judgment. Horrible error in judgment. What is Henry Ruggs currently doing? Serving his time in prison. Is he self-aware about his horrible error in judgment? Yes, but he did it. He chose to get in a car in speed under the influence. He knew the risks. You don't think James Pierce did not know the risk of getting in his car and chasing his girlfriend in a car?
Nope.
Not to mention, you said, here's the problem though. Even comparing us at 23, hold on, here's the problem though. Even comparing us at 23 years old, to James Pierce, bro, this 22 years old, whatever. Comparing us to him, why it's so nasty too on top of that is because, my nigga, I wasn't at 22, 23 years old, bro, I was still figuring life out. He's a 22, 20-year-old man who literally is on the cusp of fucking greatness, bro. We talking about after a great season, you're on the cusp of making multi-millions of dollars, bro. Ain't no way, no female in your life that you dated, bro, you are that obsessed with that you can't just move on and still live the rest of your life, bro.
No way, bro. There's no way we're doing that right now, bro.
I got a question for you, Bama.
I know, nigga. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick before I say Riddell. I know niggas who have been in a relationship with their wives for 20 plus years, found out their wife was cheating and still know how to walk away peacefully, bro.
So Bama, I got.
And you really wasted time in relationships like that.
He absolved because he's 22 years old and got 10 sacks with the Falcons. That should be more reason for him to be able to walk the fuck away.
And you talking to a nigga who just literally took it.
Go ahead. So go ahead, Bama, listen to me. Inherently, you know, because I know you. I know you're not obviously a bad person. Yeah. Criminals. So I know you. Obviously. I do think it's fine when certain people are empathetic to people who are bad actors. I do think there is validity in that. However, I need us to be on the same page with this. He deserves punishment, right? Like he deserves to go and get punished for his actions. So I think the outrage here is really just focused on the idea that this man who tried to very at best injure her severely with ramming his car into her, he should get whatever punishment he deserves.
That's perfectly fine. I'm not tripping off of that, bro. But what I'm trying to explain what I did trying to explain to folks, bro, you can't act like everybody's just this last level of maturity, bro. Everybody's going through life, bro. You even stated it in the beginning. He already was a hothead. So I don't know how this nigga grew up, because that's why I say it's easy to get up here on the microphone and just act like we know everything. We don't know how this nigga grew up. He could have grew up in a dope house, anything.
There's nothing you can.
Regardless.
You made it though, bro. You made it.
No, that's not the same thing, Early. Making it playing a football, bro. Making it playing football is not the same as you. It's not the same as making it. It's not the same as making it as you developing a company.
You're blowing minds there, Rob.
This does not correlate to his actions. Maturity.
Y'all got it, bro. Y'all right, bro. Because y'all won't let me talk, bro. Y'all not listening, bro. Y'all just want to respond, bro. You got it, bro. You got it. You got it. I'm not defending his actions, bro. You're not listening, bro. You're not listening, bro. I'm trying to get
depending on. All right, let's come to because it's crazy how we said we're gonna chill on this, then we went crazy.
Everything is just not gonna be.
So Bama, let me ask you a question. Bama. Do you believe? Depending on his upbringing? James, do you
got it, bro?
But Bama, do you believe that depending on his upbringing, how he was raised or his background?
I'm not saying that he's not dangerous, brother. All these things y'all bringing up behind this dude, J-Rob still going, even though I'm trying to get my point across. He's still going.
Let him get his point across.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying nothing that y'all saying isn't right. I'm not saying that. You perfectly correct. He need to go to jail, all of that. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, you cannot put your mental off on his, bro, because again, that is learned. What you guys are talking about, that is from a experience of life. That shit is developed. I know. I used to be sensitive about hoes. I used to be tender dick, bro. I know you have to develop that. You have to get in repetition of getting in and out relationships to develop that what you sit up here with your arms crossed, like, oh, I just would have walked away. That takes time to develop. Some niggas is born with it. Some niggas do have that decorum in their body. They're like, hey, bro, I'm gonna just walk away from this. But some niggas don't, bro. Every nigga's just not the nigga that always get bitches. Sorry, I know we want everybody to be, bro, but that's not always the case. So what I'm trying to explain to people is young niggas. What I'm trying to explain to young niggas, bro, when you're in a relationship, you have to be up under the understanding that this is what I had to understand. I don't control no girl that I'm with, even if it's my wife. Even if my wife, I don't control her. So whatever we go through, whatever mood she goes through, whatever happens throughout the day-to-day, I can't control that because I'm not in control of her. So my thought of that is whatever happens, whether it's good, bad, middle in between, remove yourself from the situation. But what I'm trying to explain is I understand that it's some guys that hasn't had that repetition, bro, where it's going to be hard for them. And that is when I want to come and educate the young niggas, bro, and realize, bro, you're not going to be able to control every female, because what he did, that is a nigga that thought he could control. That is a dude that thought he could control his girlfriend. What he did. That's what that told me. When you ram your car into somebody else's car, you really thought you could control her.
But she wasn't his girlfriend though, Bam, at the time.
And you can't do that.
I understand.
They were already broken up.
And you can't do that. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I don't know what repetition he's had. I don't know what upbringing he's had, because Riddell brought up a valid point. the reason why he went at the end of the first round, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick, is because he already had off the field issues already getting into trouble, fighting security and shit like that. So I don't know how this nigga grew up. I don't. Obviously, he didn't grow up the proper way because he already had off the field issues coming into the NFL, and now this circulates. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we can sit there and be like he wouldn't, but I don't know this nigga. I don't have all the details. Now, is it again? I'm gonna repeat this. Was his actions correct? No, but I don't know what was said between them. Y'all talking about they wasn't together. I don't know the full story. I'm just talking about from what I could see. You know what I mean? I don't know what was said to him to make him because it's not like they just woke up one day and this nigga just said, "I'm gonna ram my car into her car." Like it had to be a thing of events.
Obviously, they probably arguing and things like that. Duh, Bama, duh. But maturity, bro, that's like saying immaturity is Keon Coleman not being able to wake up to go to his meetings with the Bills. James Pierce that's bigger than just lack of responsibility.
That's like insanity.
Maturity. Like
that's insanity.
That is, he has real issues. Like he got problems. And what I'm trying to say is, despite his problems, we cannot sympathize with James Pierce. We cannot, bro.
He could have hurt her. He could have really like.
Who was in a locker room playing football in college the same way I was. We had teammates ain't have shit, bro, and would never do that. We don't have families, kids. We haven't been with teammates that have been in worse situations and would never do that. So we cannot give James Pierce empathy right now. That's not what he deserves. He does not deserve our empathy. You trying to understand the root of his issue, cool. But he don't deserve no empathy right now. He made a empathy judgment.
Like you coming up there with your head. Who said I was giving him empathy?
So, Bama, let me know if I'm correct about your assessment.
You're trying to, bro, you pretty much came up in here and said he don't know how to deal with a woman because of how he was raised and his experiences.
I say we don't know. We don't know. So this is the time.
That also this is the average guy. Most guys. Okay. I've never had a domestic incident with a girlfriend in my life. When I was young, in my older age. So what are we talking about? The issue is nobody had a conversation with James Pierce about keeping his fucking hands to himself. And nobody emphasized it to James Pierce to keep his fucking hands to himself. All this other shit, what do that matter in the moment?
Because what does it matter? Instead of poo-pooing on James Pierce, right? This is a time to educate young. No, listen. This is the time to educate young men out there that are in relationships. Hey, dude, this is how you walk away before it even gets to this. Yeah, I get it. This is the time to whoop on them right now. This is everybody take out their whips. This is the time to whip them right now. But where I'm coming from is it is a bunch of young men that watch our show right now that are in relationships that don't know how to deal with their feelings right now. This is a perfect time to educate them and let them know, hey, this is a perfect example of what not to do, and you should walk away. You see what I'm saying? This is not empathizing. This is trying to sum it all up, right? And make it for educational purpose, because I don't just care to just come up here and talk about fuck James Pierce. He shouldn't even be brought up. But if you want to talk about it, this is a perfect teaching time. This is a perfect teaching time to a lot of young men out there that are relationships, bro, that, hey, bro, it shouldn't get to this level. We should know how to walk away. Young black men that are in positions of money, where you can get some money, we got to know how to walk away, because it seems to happen to us more than any other race. You know, when we just piss on ourselves, we piss the bank away. So this is a perfect time to educate and be like, hey, brother,
so
we should.
So Bama,
hold on. Because let me just respond to him. At the start of my monologue, when we first brought this topic up, my whole point, Bama, was about prevention of this situation happening. Mm-hmm. The same level of education. Maybe my tone and delivery didn't come that way because I'm frustrated about the actions of James.
Yeah, how crazy he went.
But my my opening monologue is the same level of fucking education you talking about. So we don't differ in the philosophy at all. But the thing is, James Pierce's situation to me, Bama, is bigger than James Pierce. This is an issue we have as a whole. So I'm not just talking about James Pierce, but he's a fool. It's okay to say he's a fool for that. We all make dumb decisions. That was a foolish one. But nobody came up here and just started shitting on James Pierce. My opening monologue was to say we have to take.
Yeah, he was trying to be chill when he first came on. Because he didn't even want to get into all this.
Like, let's be real about it. We ain't the only. You ain't the only one trying to teach niggas. Please.
Yeah. So Bama, J-Rob was actually correct. I know you're trying to provide a different point of view for very specific individuals that might be like James Pierce, because obviously everybody's going to be attacking people like that, and then you want to provide something, a different way to kind of think that, okay, I'm not going to just attack you, do better, and this is how you do better. I'm hearing that. I'm with you. The biggest problem, though, when it comes down to this conversation, Bama, that kind of especially set a lot of people off is one of the initial things you said was I don't know what Rakia said. And that's kind of like the biggest problem with this conversation is that if you're going to focus on understanding the circumstance, you can't also sound like there's anything she said to justify the response. I know that's not what you're saying, but that's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying. So, and now after you kind of explain everything, now it makes sense on what you're trying to do. But I do think it should start, especially in an unjustifiable moment, it should just start on teaching right off rip without potentially looking like you're victim blaming.
I mean, me myself personally, I want to know the whole story, bro. Like, and then we can teach, hey, man, when this shit is said, this is what you do, X, Y, and Z. Somebody brought it up in the chat, bro. He got more than enough resources now to help him with that. It's too late now, but you know.
I'm about to say, Mike, this is the sad part about this, Bama. This is the sad part, right? What he was doing was monstrous. I don't want to just fully say, man, this nigga should be put underneath a cell. But the sad part about it is, if it did happen, then bro, you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like we have too many, and the problem that with me is we have too many Henry Ruggs situations for when then we see Rasheed Rice do what he did. It's like it's too many times where I was a good person that I could learn from other people's mistakes. I ain't always got to go through the shit to learn from your mistakes. We have too many brothers who already have done the mistakes for him to do that. That's what pisses me off, because we have the Ray Rices, we have the great artists, we have too many situations where people have done this, and we see how it turned out for him to even do this. Like, bro, you've seen this play out before, and that's the part that breaks my heart, because it's like we doing the same shit.
Had a promising career. He had one. Pissed it away. But like I said, bro, this is just even more of a talking point. Young males out there, bro, learn how to control your emotions. I know a lot of shit that we get into, we not educated on, or we didn't have somebody before us, or we didn't have a male figure to teach us these things, bro. But you know, we got a lot of examples, and I hate to just keep looking at athletes because we should just steer away from them, but kind of see how they act. They like barbaric, but you see this dude, dudes, he just pissed away tens, hundreds of millions, bro, because he was on his way to be a very touted defensive end in the NFL. So he probably would have got $100 million contract. Just don't fuck up the money. Young males out there, whether you playing sports, you know, or whether you in a profession where you can have a career,
just walk away, man. Walk away, man.
Walk away is the best thing that you got. You don't control nobody, even if it's your wife. You don't control nobody, bro. Realize that. You need to realize that now, and realize that these situations that you get yourself into, you being a male, it's going to be very hard to get up out of, depending on what it is, especially in today where it seems like everybody camera is on. You know what I mean? Like the fact that they had the footage of him fighting with the police officers. I mean, and that's another thing too. Him being a big black male like that too, especially what we have seen with the police. And they could have shot Buddy. They could have.
There are consequences and repercussions to your actions. You let your family down.
Yeah.
You let your friends down. You let your organization down, bro. Like that, the Falcons invested into you. They invested in you, bro. And you let so many people down, bro, for a situation that, and like you say, man, if he lived long enough, he'll learn that shit come a dime a dozen.
Yep.
It come a dime, but there will be another. Not saying her in particular, but there will be another Rakia Jackson like girlfriend for you down the line, brother.
I find it hard to believe for a 5-star recruit his whole life if he had an issue with women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Believe it or not, J-Rob, it do be, bro. J-Rob, don't act like all them niggas that was on the team just was just Mac Daddies. It was some
yeah, but if you was a 5-star, you ain't really had to do much.
But I'll give you this though, J-Rob. This is what I'll give you, because even with that I don't want to even like condense a woman to that. But this whole bad bitch thing, I don't want to simplify that. But we having a real conversation, bro. Rakia Jackson ain't no a fine girl from the neighborhood, bro. Like, she's not a fine girl from the neighborhood, bro. Rakia Jackson is
she
like
got her own career.
She's gonna probably go down the line to be one of the more influential women in our time, bro. Like, yeah, she's a one of one. But even then, it don't matter. Nigga, you have so much ahead of you, and you basically hold it all that, man. We've seen this story too many times, man.
Listen, I just hate it. Like, I just want y'all to understand. The reason why I'm always going to get impassioned when I see, especially a young, talented
Marley
black man with all this ahead of him, it frustrates me because it's a story we see so many times. And all I think is, like, when are we as a community, as a people, to just be like, yo, like, zero tolerance? It don't always got to be, you know, Bama, I still believe that it takes a village. Sometimes it don't got to always be your mom and your daddy. Where your OG at? Where your uncle at? Where your football coach at? Like, my pops was in prison, bro. My head coach in high school was my head coach from 6th grade all the way to my senior year of high school. That was like my other pops. Taught me how to be a man and handle my business. My grandfather. There was men in my life that taught me the way. I cherish the women in my life. My mom, my grandma, my aunts. I would lose my mind if somebody put their hands on any one of them women.
Yeah.
I think there is moments in anger where you get upset. Everybody gets upset. We've all been heartbroken. It gets hard. You want to cry. But at the end of the day, I think it is important for us to be okay demanding, not expecting, but demanding our men to hold themselves to a standard in which these things do not happen, or we do not allow these things to happen. I'm not poo-pooing James Pierce. I'm disappointed in James Pierce.
Because J-Rob,
the hardest story. It hurts to talk about this. The boy just had 10.5 sacks this year.
Rookie year.
On his freaking way. His mom just spoke glowingly about him at the NFL Honors Award 48 hours prior to the incident. It hurts to see mind you,
J-Rob, the Falcons had been top 5 in sacks for like 20-some years, bro. Like, what they did, what them two rookies did their rookie year for the Falcons ain't been done in so long. On top of that, the saddest part is, J-Rob, you probably went the longest as far as just like your collegiate, but like, bro, you work too hard, bro. Like, think about these numbers. There are about 30 to 40 guys on a high school football team. And it could be 40 a high school or 20 high schools in one city, bro. You start multiplying them numbers that you made it, bro. You made it through all of that, bro. You have to work, bro. Y'all understand? Like, I know y'all know. You have to work hard to be a professional athlete. Every professional athlete that you see, even the scrubs on professional teams, they was the best where they was from. You had to bust your ass to even be the 15th man on the bench or be the 54th guy on the team. You work so hard, bro. You work sacrifices and we talking about workouts, and you have to, in order to make it that far, you have to condense your social life to get that far in life. Like, you take so many sacrifices to get on that road and make it there, and you ruin all of it, bro.
You disrespecting your own hard work And then another thing is,
and everybody who invested in you on the way there, the people who fed you, the people who paid for tuition, the people who helped you on the way there, that invested in you because they knew you was gonna make it.
Right. And then to add to that too is like, you know, what are we telling our young women too? Like, how many times are we gonna say that it's okay for them to be with this type of nigga? Like, it's not just about that. It's about protecting. Yo, I might have a daughter one day, bro. I'm thinking about like Bama. If you had a daughter, that's my niece. I would want to kill him, bro. You get like these things are all I'm thinking about. It's everything. It's how we are telling our young girls how they supposed to be treated by their man, bro. Like what they supposed to accept, what they supposed to deal with or put up with. It's both hands. You know, like I'll even use an example, bro. If you in the band by any means Discord, and I'm ever in there, I'll be checking I hold them to a standard. You can ask them boys. When they say something malicious, crazy, that's out of pocket, or something that ain't becoming, I tell them about themselves. And there gotta be some level of like, we gotta have some standard of like, you know, I know people don't want to hear this, and I know men don't want to hear this, but and y'all may think this is me pandering, but I promise you I'm not pandering, because if you ever hung out with me, you ever been around me, Ben, you know I'm one of the most stand-up dudes. I don't pander. But at the end of the day, if you one of my homies and all of them know it, like,
we don't fuck with that.
If me and Riddell is at the bar and he yoke up a girl, I'm on Riddell's helmet. I'm going to take accountability for him as a man.
Not even yoke up though. J-Rock, if I see my man going to something and he don't want him and he's overdoing it, I'm gonna pull him back. All right, bro. She don't want you, bro. Let's move on.
You know what? Like, it's okay. It's okay to have a standard and have the same standard for your homie. Because Bama, if that was you, gang, I'd pull you up out of there. I would tell you, bro, you're tripping. I'm not, and I would expect you to do the same to me because you would do it to me. So it's not even about like this is a stomp all over jump James Pierce. This is calling out a problem that we have. And unfortunately, the case study right now is these two who you see these two promising young people who are supposed to be example makers. And you got one woman who should just be focusing on being the best version she could be. Now she is having to deal. You think she likes having this information public about this all over the internet? It's embarrassing for her. It's hard for her. She probably going through it mentally. You don't think like I just feel like the community as a whole, we gotta hold ourselves accountable with each other, and we have to hold ourselves to a standard. And that does start with us. And look, I ain't never hit a woman in my life, but I know I had people who told me the importance of keeping my hands to myself. But I also think there needed to be some level of self-awareness that all 6'5", 260 pounds of you have no business. Because Bama, what if he would have wrecked the car and killed both of them? This conversation would have been no longer just about domestic violence.
And J-Rob, as you say that, I get an alert on my phone. You said that BYU receiver Parker Kingston charged with first-degree felony rape. Like, bro, what is going on? What are we doing?
Football player at Villanova just kicked off campus for assaulting a girl on campus. This happened just like 2 weeks ago.
They got your man under investigation. That played for the Chiefs, Rice, for domestic violence. After you just came off a situation with the cars, bro.
Like
Deron Lee just.
I just think
what's going on?
I could understand. I get it. I acknowledge they're young, they're kids, but listen, my kid I can't just say, oh, he's just young. I gotta know, like,
it's not at an early age too. Early age.
No,
We talking about elementary school where you might be 5 years old fighting with a girl. Hey, when boys don't fight girls.
The only time you're supposed to fight is when you are defending yourself and being physically harmed. There's no reason.
But even then, you fight to displace yourself.
And it is always, and I want y'all to know, chat, it is always lame picking on somebody you know who can't defend themselves. Always lame for that.
Male or female.
Male or female who will always be lame. Is lame. So,
J-Rob, early, they cooking. Listen up, chat. Done some good stuff.
I feel for the brother.
You have pride in that and hold everybody to a standard. It's cowardly what happened. This whole situation.
Like I said, I don't really feel for the brother. My goal is to possibly reach a brother that's out there that's on the fence right now that don't know how to deal with his emotions. So now it's time to save the ones who haven't committed the act yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to let you know, it's a wrap for James Pierce ass. That shit cooked.
I don't know how you come back from that.
It's over with, bro. Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it. Ray Rice chick stayed with him, and we never saw Ray Rice again.
Ray Rice spoke at UConn about this situation, y'all. When I was in
college,
Ray Rice came to my school looking defeated.
And was a damn good player too, Bama. Was a damn good player.
Top 5 running back.
Facts.
Like literally was dual back too, giving you 800 yards receiving, 700 yards receiving on top of 1,300 yards rushing. Literally, bro. Literally would have went down the line and probably had a Hall of Fame career.
Yep.
And that situation happened and it ruined his career, bro. Some of y'all don't even know who Ray. If you 21, 22, you don't even really know who Ray Rice is, man. It'd be a blink of an eye. Kareem Hunt at the height of Patrick Mahomes. Kareem Hunt was on pace to be. It was going to be a big three. It was going to be Tyreek, Patrick Mahomes, and to Kareem Hunt, and lost so much.
But it's been another episode. We gave y'all some overtime. We'll see y'all back here next Sunday. We'll see y'all here Sunday, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. J-Rob is always a move when my brother pull up here, man, early. My man, hey. Player one right now, you know what I'm saying? Early feeling himself. Riddell, we got to teach you some college football, brother. But I'm always glad you can pull up. Black Sensei Society, you know what I'm saying? The man himself. Anybody else want to say anything before we get up out of here?
Hey, shout out to North Dakota for finally taking that leap. North Dakota State finally taking that leap and coming to the big dogs.
Oh, okay. They moved on.
And I bet you this, Bama. I'm putting a future in tonight that they'll make the college football playoffs as the 12th seed.
Hey man, we need to do a Jeopardy and let these boys know, because a lot of guys in the chat that they know ball, man. I would love to see a 5 versus 5, man. I would love to see y'all go against us when it comes to ball knowledge. Because I think some of y'all think, I see y'all in the comments, I see y'all in my DMs, y'all think y'all know ball, y'all think y'all can do this. Y'all think come here and do this, and it's easy. This ain't easy.
Dookie Pookie, they are definitely FBS now. They're in the Mountain West.
Oh, and also, and Jeff Teague was tripping. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, with Desire Franklin.
He apologized.
I'm glad, but even then, I look at you there. But it's crazy though. I think it's funny how people are like, I ain't know T was lame like that. If you knew, you knew, brother. Like he been doing weird stuff, but it's okay. I'm glad people see it.
I thought that was pretty whack what he was doing up there.
Because like Zaire said, bro. Don't call me Smith, bro. You got me on your show, bro. Like, like J-Rob don't want to be called. Like J-Rob name is what his name is. It's John Robinson. Don't call me John Smith. Like, bro,
but the whole thing was from the Indiana Pacers showing Zaire Franklin love. Like, I mean, bro, it's not even like I made them do this. Like, bro, you mad over something I ain't even have no control over. Like, they okay, bro.
Jealousy is crazy.
Yeah, they showed me on the Jumbotron, bro. Like, they didn't show you. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt Zaire Franklin. Like, bro, you acting like it's my fault.
And the good thing too, and this is important. Guess who told Jeff Teague about himself? His co-host, his friends,
his brother. He had to.
Brother telling him about himself. So let that be example, chat. It can be done. If you got good homies, they're gonna tell you about yourself. That don't mean they tripping on you. That means they're good people. That means they care about you.
Yeah, the ones who love you and let you know you're wrong. The ones who just want to be around you for which you can benefit, but they can benefit from you, them are the ones who gonna kiss your ass. Yeah. True friends will tell you, hey man, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
No one likes yes men over here.
Yeah, you cannot, you will never flourish with a whole bunch of yes men. I'm telling you, self-destructive.
Peace.